Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute, joined by Vor. Hello, Vor.
Oh, hi, Dis.
Wow, exciting night tonight, isn't it? Bloodface versus Alpha, ESL EMS Lower Bracket, round 2. The winner of this match will play Fnatic in the next round of the lower bracket. So we should see quite a titanic clash, should we not, Vor?
Yeah, I think this will be a good game. We haven't covered Bloodface before in Level Up.
No, yeah.
It's a strong team against another strong team. Could be good.
Yeah, so...
if it doesn't buffer, which it is.
Okay. Okay, we got the teams. We got Draven, Silence, Gerpa, and Hazard. That's Bloodface. For Team Alpha, we got Keki, Demon, Issue, and Ptolemy. Anybody stand out there that you want to keep an eye on for?
Sorry, say that again. What are you on about?
Any of those players you want to keep an eye on? You think might be the star of the show? Yeah.
I think we've got to watch out for Draven and Silence on Bloodface. Both extremely strong players who played well in the ENC a few months back. Well, quite a few months back now. Representing Team NL, yep. Played at the LAN final against Sweden.
And for Alpha?
Yeah, for Alpha, it's not their strongest lineup, you have to say that. They are missing Sparty, of course, who's had incredibly good performances for them recently.
He's with
But
Fnatic
Demon
and EMS.
is in good form as well. He should be putting in a strong performance, and Issue played well in a recent game. I can't remember who that was against, but I remember Issue playing really well on OSP5.
That's his superstar map, but we will not be playing OSP5 tonight. It will be Grim Dungeons, followed by Dreadful Place.
2 seconds.
Team Alpha actually picking Grim Dungeons, interestingly enough.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick for their team. They play it quite often. All of their players should be more than familiar with it. I think B-Face or Bloodface, quite an aggressive team, you know. DM14 might not suit them perfectly.
So, Grim Dungeons, usually seen as quite a tactical map, can be slow paced, also can be played quite fast at times, especially by certain teams like Fnatic, for example. You do have the 2 power-ups, you have the battlesuit and the quad. Either team generally setting up on one or other side of the map. Advantage can be gained by getting both power-ups though, and if you delay one power-up you can split your team perhaps to try and ambush the opponent on their side of the map's power-up spawn point. Battlesuit easily accessed from this red area. We see Demon running around with it now. That is heavily reduced damage on every shot taken. Quad damage is heavily increased damage.
I wouldn't say it's heavily increased,
well,
it's only 3 times. I mean, I think it was a lot more fun when quad was 4 times damage, in my opinion.
Quad.
Yeah, bit of quad damage, of course.
Here we go. Ready to start. So, ESL EMS Lower Bracket. Round 2, Bloodface versus Alpha. And we are live on Grim Dungeons following Draven in this lower section of the map. Sees his teammate get the yellow on. He's straight up to red. Rail to the back from Issue, and he follows that up with a second shot. Hitting 50% here. Just trying to defend that rail doorway. You see the spawns in this red area. And actually, often you do see teams going up with quite a few frags in these first minute, depending on the spawns, and it looks like
Team Alpha's really taken an early advantage with the spawns they managed to get. Got their whole team to red straight away.
Are any of them at power up though? It looks like they're just checking. Who was it? Keki, I think. Checking low quickly, but Silence takes that quad. He's going to meet Demon, is he? No, he doesn't get through to the red armor quick enough, and Demon rather aggressively going up the bounce pad, and now he's pushing in on the quad, actually takes out Silence. Only down to 50 health though with this battlesuit. It shouldn't matter too much though, it's such a powerful power up to pick up, but he's down to 1 health here. Does go down to Gerpa.
That was a decent start. I mean, Demon hit 2 crucial rockets there on that quad. If he didn't hit those, he was pinned up against that wall by the LG. So good play by Demon.
Bloodface just 2 frags down. They've taken this yellow armor backside of the map. It looks like they're going to push though, perhaps through the railgun, and look at the main jump pad. We're following Gerpa. He goes up that jump pad. He goes down instantly to the air rocket of Ptolemy. And that was a bit of a failed attack there. In fact, I think they all died to no return.
They did coordinate it quite well, but as you say, no frags gained.
It actually looked like Alpha were in a terrible position. I think 3 of them were in the pit as well. But it just didn't work out. 2 minutes on the clock played. We are 40 seconds away from the next power-up. Tool suit follows quad by a couple of seconds, but that's not a big enough difference to really go for both at the moment, one after the other. Quite a lot of combat over this red armor area. Both teams wanted to get the advantage on the map above that battlesuit. Gerpa, nice defensive shotgun play, follows that up with the rockets. He's going to get this red as well, but he's only 7 health. He could go down easily here. Is the 50 up? No, it isn't. He's going to drop down and pick up the 225s perhaps. Moves across for that 25 instead. Just defending this battlesuit area from the Alpha guys. Gerpa doing an excellent job, takes out 2 of them. Keki for Alpha. He takes the quad. The battlesuit's still sitting, and there's now going to be enough time for the power-ups.
That is smart play by Hazard at least. He hasn't decided to go up the bounce pad.
Oh, he's got a couple of frags out of it as well. Doesn't waste health by rocket jumping as either. Battlesuit, of course, used to take no splash damage. Something the players have had to get used to in Quake Live now.
It's a good move. Quad is now expired.
Oh, nice rocket there. Just sort of saving him briefly, but he's not in a great position. But he is supported by his teammate Draven there. And it looks like actually Bloodface is set up pretty nice in this room.
This is a really good position for Bloodface. I think they've got 2 rails in their possession as well. Defending red armor with 2 rails makes it incredibly difficult for the other team to get back in.
Red leads. Teams are tied.
So now there's a 7-second difference between quad and battlesuit, which is pretty much the ideal time to run with the quad to the battlesuit and double it up.
It is, but if the battlesuit is smart each time, like Hazard was previously on that run, the quad will run out every time and the battlesuit can look to attack.
So while Bloodface have turned it around, they've now got control of this red armor area. In fact, because quad's first, Alpha really have the advantage. Nice rail from Hazard there. Swedish player.
Depends how they play it though. There's no advantage to the quad being 7 seconds before battlesuit unless they can actually get the quad to the suit.
Bloodface putting some pressure on from these shotgun doorways. In fact, they were all in the shotgun room for a brief second there. That could let Alpha move in to this battlesuit area, so there we go, Hazard backing off to try and defend their power-up. Quad slightly delayed there. Gerpa getting a lot of damage on issue. That's a terrible... Oh, Draven! How did he survive that? Got railed in the air. Thought he was going to avoid, but he landed on the middle pad.
So if they do the same as last time, or if he'll look to push in with that suit straight away, which he does.
Didn't really have an option there. Great work to take us out. Issue was perhaps a little bit overly aggressive. So just the LG in a tight area.
Wasn't a good place to be for the quad.
Ooh, excellent power-up end run has just ended a little bit short of the maximum time. And we're back on Gerpa's point of view. Just trying to play careful in that red armor area, but he gets taken out by Issue's rail and misses 2 easy shots there, unfortunately.
Should have switched away from that rail. That's just giving. Although, actually, I thought there was more Bloodface members than there actually were.
Keki trying to defend this shotgun room. Ptolemy with the pummel against Hazard's pummel here. We're following. Teams are tied again. And Alpha suddenly up by 2 frags as they have control of this red armor area. We've only got 45 seconds till the next power-ups though, so they might just want to grab a stack and then move over to the quad area. Although, it is being a bit reduced, the difference. It is only 5 seconds now.
Yeah, it's not enough time to get that quad to the suit still. The quad still has the opportunity to move in straight into the red room and stop suit coming up the bounce pad.
What they might want to do is try and delay this quad until after the battle suit. To switch it around. Alpha just trying to push through that shotgun doorway. 3 of them there from Ptolemy's point of view, and that's not going to work. They've got 10 seconds till their battle suit. They are being attacked low. Draven goes down to the rail. Gerpa takes the quad, and it looked like Battlesuit was under duress there. Let's see who gets it. Demon does take it for Alpha. So both got a power up each. He goes up the bounce pad rather rashly, you would say. Almost gets caught out by that shaft, and this time he does. Gerpa takes him out with that quad shaft. He's got 130 armor as well. You can play a little bit aggressive, though he does take a rail straight to the chest as he tries to rush around that rail corner. And just ends up backing off, and the quad runs down. He's got a nice stack still going though. He might have wanted to push on into this yellow armor area, but instead he's going to waste his armor doing long range MG battles with probably a fresh spawner. Oh, issue. Almost ambushing Gerpa there as well. I'm going to switch off Gerpa. We've been on him a while. We're on Hazard now. He's got 100 armor, so he's going to move into this rail position to defend it. He has got a rocket in hand and an LG, but hardly any ammo. There's that key weapon, the rail.
He's not choosing to push low though. He has enough armor to put pressure on Team Alpha at that lower yellow.
It looks like they don't have a fixed setup of who's covering what doors, because there's like 3 of them pretty much covering, 4 of them at this shotgun area.
Yeah, unless they actually plan to attack quad now as a group, there's not really any reason for them to be there.
It really doesn't make that much sense.
Because they want to be back for the next rail pickup, but it's given them time for Alpha. No, Alpha have not moved in. Hazard will get that next rail.
Hazard actually hitting 80% rail. I'm just going to move. Oh, as he gets into attack with Keki trying to move in. Just a little bit mistimed, unfortunately, for him. Want to move around and have a look at. Well, here we are on Keki, the other side of that battle. 8 seconds till quad hits a direct rocket. We're going to move around. Demon waiting in this quad area. We can see there's a bit of pressure going on. He's actually run out of rockets to defend it with. Ptolemy is the guy that takes it. He's got 95 armor, so that's pretty good. It looks like he was dummying the drop. Gerpa for bloodface takes his battlesuit. Terrible bit of LG does nothing. Misses the shotgun as well. He will potentially go down here. 16 health remaining. Lucky his teammate was there to take out the Alpha players attacking him, and now he's kind of in a bad position. He can't really do much. He's just trying to avoid everybody. He does take out Ptolemy with the quad long range. Does get the 50 as well to take out Keki with a direct rocket. So he played it cleverly in the end.
He did play it well. I mean, I'm surprised that Alpha didn't put more pressure on him. Surely they heard that he was still weak. He had no health to pick up down at that rocket launcher area, and they should have probably finished him off.
Keki goes down to silence.
Teams are tied.
And he's sitting at the back of this room where the rocket launcher is. Just trying to defend. Now 2 frags down still. This is nothing as we reach halfway through this first map. It's unbelievably close, in fact. I don't think we've really seen an as close game. We've seen close games, but this has literally been 2 frags difference either way the whole map. As Bloodface just take that lead momentarily.
Yeah, it's probably a concern for Team Alpha at this halfway point that it is so close on their map choice. I think they'd have expected to pull ahead.
This is where they're attacking, and there's only 20 seconds before the quad, which is an interesting manoeuvre. Of course, Battlesuit is pretty close behind. We'll have to see if this pays off. They might want to just back right off now. Hopefully they left someone stacking. I'm going to switch around and see if I can find an Alpha player. Just going through the whole of Bloodface's team doing that. Keki has actually got a stack. He's going to Take a hell of a lot of damage though from that LG push. He hit a nice MG to save himself, but he was basically the guy stacked for quad and he didn't even have a weapon.
That was good work by Draven, weakening all of Alpha's players who were waiting for that quad. And now we have a stacked Gerper with suit.
Seems like he's a battlesuit runner. He's got the call, has he, that quad's coming low. He's gone to the railgun. Nothing much happening, unfortunately. There's quad, though, coming through the shotgun doorway.
Taken out by Pummel by Silence Fever. Or however you say his name, I never even know.
The red is sitting up on its spot. Gerper might want to dive and get it again. Double stack, there he is, 200. Direct rocket takes out Keki. We saw the exact same shot earlier on in the map, and now it's a 10 frag advantage to Bloodface.
This is good from Gerper to push in with this amount of armour. He can do a lot of damage here at LG.
He was unlucky there. The guy came up the bounce pad and basically alerted them of his presence, because he could have got a nice ambush kill on. Oh, look at those nades from Keki on his own teammate Issue quite aggressive with the rockets there, pushing through into that shotgun position. Keki just going quite a distance in, laying some shots out, but he's only left with 20 health as he backs off. Is this a little bit indecisive by Team Alpha? They're sort of half sitting back, half...
Well, they've got 3 of their players at lower yellow, which I guess is okay because Keki isn't being pressured at...
Well, he's in the lower area as well.
Yeah.
They're all in the lower area. Of course, the
I
yellow
don't know
should
if
be
they're
up.
actually trying to attack red. It doesn't seem to be very obvious what they're trying
Look
at
at that
this point.
ridiculously aggressive shotgun push by Draven. He's rewarded with the yellow arm man. Look, the 50 health to stack him right back up. He should have control of this quad area. Team Alpha have... Well, they've completely messed this up, surely, on the quad. Draven's going to take it. We'll have to see about the battlesuit, though, but no. Issues managed to grab that. And look, quad is getting delayed. Interesting manoeuvre from Bloodface. Draven takes it.
Yeah, with this delay, Draven can delay his attack on red and there'll be no suit to stop him when he comes in, although he's heading in quite early.
There's a 9-second delay. Now, I don't know what's happened to battlesuit. Issue had it. But it should be over now anyway.
Yeah, he was actually killed off camera.
And look, Bloodface have taken control of this red armor room. It just looks like they have a little bit more team cohesion and strategy to their
Yeah, their team
gameplay.
seems to be all on the same page, whereas Alpha do seem to be a bit unsure exactly what they're doing.
Following Draven, trying to defend this shotgun. It's like ridiculously aggressive pushes there through that shotgun doorway against rocket launchers by the Alpha players. I can't really understand why they'd need to pressure it that much. You can...
Yeah, there's nothing they
back.
can gain doing that, really. Unless they're actually going to attack red, there's no reason to. There's no reason to take any unnecessary damage.
It's up against 2 players with the rockets. Just, you can hear them desperately trying to sneak a little bit in, but there we go. Draven stacks up. He's got 130 armor. The battlesuit is first now, so we'll stay with the Bloodface team, who have got the advantage on this red armor point. It is 9 seconds. It might be that the strategy should be for Alpha now. Stick 1 guy stacked up for the quad. The other 3 have to attack battlesuit, really. Oh, look at that aggressive push with the rocket by Issue. Actually, Draven ran out of rockets at the wrong time, but pulled out the shaft, takes out Issue. And he's going to drop down and take this battlesuit. There's no attack from Team Alpha, apart from Issue, and then Keki really late. Look at Gerper coming in here. He's going to make the jump. Brilliant
Good play.
Brilliant play from Bloodface. There were all the different angles on that quad and took him out easily. There we go, battlesuit still in play with Gerper. Seems to be the power runner, definitely, though.
Yeah, he does, and he's done a pretty good job so far.
3/4 of the way through this first map. Grim Dungeons, it was Team Alpha's pick, but they are currently trailing. There's still time to bring it back, but there's only 2 sets of power-up spawns to go. And bloodface are controlling this red armor area really nicely at the moment.
Well, Alpha is still pushing in, but definite advantage to bloodface, and pretty much all the kills going their way.
Oh, brilliant play from Hazard, nice rockets. I can't understand why you'd keep pushing in against weapons like that.
I mean, if you're getting kills and it's close, then maybe keep pushing, but it doesn't really feel close. They do seem to have grabbed the... well, they've totally taken red back now.
They do.
So that persistence has paid off, but it's cost some frags.
They're following Demon now. He has got 66% rail, 37 MG. Really impressive statistics there. He's got about 60 armor and 80 health, so he's looking pretty good. He's going to push through to this upper yellow, but it's only 14 seconds before the battlesuits. I really don't know why he's doing that. He's going to go down, surely. He is, but actually, the amount of damage he's done to bloodface there, that means they can't really attack the battlesuit. Keki takes it for Team Alpha, but it's down instantly.
Quad should go to bloodface as well.
As it takes it, only 3 health, 6 armor. Being very cautious there, though. He has moved through to this red armor room. Look for the 50. It's just been taken by Ptolemy, I think. Oh, nice rocket, but he did get taken out by Demon's rail across from that rail doorway. 1 set of power-ups left. You have to say it's unlikely there's going to be a comeback here from Team Alpha on their map pick, Grim Dungeons.
I mean, it's a 30 frag gap, and it was only a 20 frag gap until they started that reckless attack on red, and they eventually won red, but
died instantly, grabbing the battlesuit, so you lose your advantage.
I mean, you've given up a further 10 frag deficit, and you haven't really taken advantage of the fact you won an area.
They do hit the sentry eventually, leaving them exactly 29 frags behind. With the 2 power-ups remaining, quad and battlesuit, one of those each. Demon going to this lower area now, just trying to hunt for frags. They know
this is what he needs to do. You can't overcome a 30, well, close to 30 frag gap with just 2 power-ups. You still need frags in between, but it's too much really at this point.
They need both power-ups, of course. Look at that, 9 seconds is the difference between the battlesuit first and then the quad second. Bloodface perhaps in a little bit of a predicament about what they should do on the power-ups, but it really doesn't matter with this kind of score difference anyway.
Well, they can force spawn from here, can't they? Even there isn't even enough time.
Looks like they're pushing on the battlesuit and going to take it with Draven. We followed that whole exchange. Great play from him. And there's the quad up. Taken by Hazard.
Both power-ups for Bloodface, that really is it now. And they got a chance to separate the scores even further.
Of course, still another map to go, which is Dreadful Place. That is Bloodface's pick, but Alpha, formidable team. You'd never count them out. So if they could take that next map, frags will count in who gets the advantage on the last map pick. So every frag they can get will still be important, potentially. As they're doing a nice rail quad, but missing the next couple.
Yeah, it's always surprising to see him miss rails. He's hit so many this round.
60% overall. As we run down that clock. This is the ESL EMS Lower Bracket, round 2. Remember, the winner of this will face Fnatic in the next round of the Lower Bracket. Fnatic, of course, taking down 4 Kings in the previous round. We saw that the other day. And looking very strong indeed. So whoever wins this, got to be on form. Here we go, Dreadful Place.
You feel Team Alpha now really up against it, having lost their home map, their map pick so heavily. Well, maybe not so heavily, but still.
So, this is one of the new maps in the map list. difficult, dreadful place. And this is a single power-up map. That is, of course, quad. It does have a mega health. It has a single yellow armor and a red armor. A green armor and the shards make up the rest of the armor supply. No guns missing on this map. The previous map didn't have plasma. And generally we see evolving strategy on this map as time goes on.
Yeah, we've seen some really good games on this actually, this map recently.
What would you say the key areas are of this map for?
Well, the key always does seem to be that red room, because from red you are able to access quad so easily, and the armour, even though armours in this game are quite weak, it still makes a difference.
On the opposite side to the red armor you do have the mega health, and if teams can get a time on that as well as holding the top level armor, then they will have a massive advantage. The rail basement is often a key zone as well. You find an interconnect between the two sides of the map with one of the most powerful weapons on this map.
Yeah, and that rail, if you can get that rail and the red armour and know the time of mega, you can always use that other corridor between red and mega to just make key shots on the mega as it's picked up. I feel you can play this map without red, but it really needs a lot of organisation. Your team has to be really clued in on what they're going to be doing. You can't just afford to have people aimlessly wander around.
But a little bit like the map Hidden Fortress, you do have quad at one side of the map and it doesn't really have anything there, so most players won't spend much time running around there until the quad damage is up, and you can get in early and secure that point. It's a little bit more open though than Hidden Fortress.
It is, but still early quad setups on this map are crucial because it's so tight to get into that quad area. It's either come up a bounce pad and be an easy target, or come through a tight door.
Looking at the team, still got Draven, Silence, Gerper and Hazard for Bloodface. For Team Alpha, Keki, Demon, Issue and Ptolemy. We're waiting on Hazard just to ready up, and then we'll go for this second map in the ESL EMS Lower Bracket round 2. Bloodface take it, they go through to the next round to play, Fnatic. If Alpha take it, we go to a third map.
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
Would you say Bloodface are then perhaps the favourites?
Yeah, I'd put Bloodface as favourites because they seem to be in the heads of Team Alpha at the moment. Demon seems to be responding to all of Bloodface's jibes towards him.
Mind games. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and we are live. Following Issue to start the spawn off. He's run up and got that shotgun by the quad area straight away. Didn't see who got the red though. But Silence running in with that LG takes out Issue, and he's got an advantage in the position for this second red army. He has to wait a while though, and look, he's getting spawned on and sets down the 50 lower.
Terribly unlucky for his player. He just killed Keki to spawn straight in front of him.
It is one of the things about Quake Live a lot of players have complained about. 20 seconds until this initial quad. Keki's got a brilliant position here with a shotgun. He's let himself be shown as to where he was, which is probably a mistake. But it does stop the 3 Bloodface players rushing in, but they've moved in, and it's going to be a perfect timing for them. It's rather unlucky for Alpha.
That really was a good quad attack though.
Silence, he's just taken the mega health as well. He's going out into this open area in the middle of the map. He spots 2 players going either side.
He sees that his team has red secure though.
Pushes Issue behind that little pillar at the back there, and he's got the mega health. Of course, he had the time on that, moving back through towards this red armor, trying to secure it. Might be worth him pushing down to the rail, yeah, and getting one of those to hand. He's only got 30 health left though now, so
I have to say that was a really good quad run. Not high on the frag count, but the fact that he stole that mega away, that he still had the time on, and his team have retained red arm control. Can't ask for much more than that.
There you go, another red armor picked up for Bloodface. Made sure they secured that before Silence moved out. That was pretty...
that was a bit rash, and you'd say there was no real need to drop an LG in that situation. He was never going to get that mega.
Ptolemy just rushing through himself with a bit of aggression with the shotgun there. Actually, it's quite a defensively played map so far.
Yeah, Team Alpha are not looking to commit this early. They don't want to go further behind. I mean, we've seen this sort of frag difference be enough to decide a map like this. You know, it would stay in favour of one team throughout the whole map by 5 to 10 frags. You don't want to go any further behind than that.
20 seconds till the next quad spawn. Ptolemy already moving to position, but he encounters Silence, who's set up already. Gerber going to take a load of damage as well. Draven saves his life with the railgun across the map. And it looks like Bloodface have got good positioning already, but...
No, good attack by Team Alpha.
Oh, and Ptolemy takes it for Alpha.
It was close to being stolen away then.
Mega health's up, if he notices it.
Doesn't?
What? Right in front of his eyes.
From his POV?
Yeah. A little bit slow on taking that there. It's actually sitting up still, so maybe his teammates are defending it for him. They've called him all the way back round to get it. No, nobody's just noticed. Has he noticed now?
That's a slightly bizarre quad run.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. He doesn't die in the end. They did get back at just a one frag lead that is suddenly tied. That's perhaps a silly push in there on his own against 4 players. An issue again on his own. Not quite coordinated in the attacks together yet, Alpha. And that's where they're paying the price, frag-wise. Gerper some nice rails. Taking out Demon, he's got a 61% rail. Red's up on its spot. The MG cess coming in. MG can be a powerful tool in TDM Vor.
Oh yeah, it sure can. You can hit well with it, of course.
Some people complaining that it's too strong. It needs to be reduced in damage.
Yeah, there's a potential, but I'd rather see other weapons boosted, personally.
Demon taking out 3 players in a row there with the shotgun. He's rewarded with the red armor as well. Takes out a 4th in a row.
Another one of the weapons people complain about, and we can see why perhaps Demon putting it to great use there.
And it's going to be 10 seconds before quad. It's absolutely perfect timing to kill the entire Bloodface team and get the red. I mean, surely they're going to take this quad. This should be easy for them. It is. Look at that coming up. The bounce pad against quad. You don't want to mistime that and do that against a power-up. Demon gets the red as well. Should be an easy frag on Silence. It isn't. Misses his shots. Oh, look, he's going to get a yellow here, though. So he's come up against 2 machine gunners, and he can't actually frag them with this shotgun.
He's not having a lot of luck with that shotgun, is he? But he's done well. He's given his team a 10 frag lead. And it all came off the back of that 3-man kill he got at red just before quad. If you lose 3 of your team just before power-ups, it's going to be incredibly difficult to get weapons and armour to be able to take that power-up.
He's going to go down here. He switches away from his weapon. Intelligent play from Demon ends that spectacular run we just witnessed. As we hit the 6-minute mark. Issue just getting the frag with the railgun on the red armor. He manages to evade the oncoming rocket, so none of his armor stack is damaged. 2 players on the bounce pad, should be easy pickings. Oh, takes a rail right to the face and goes down to look, a fairly long range shotgun from Demon there.
Draven,
sorry.
yeah, Draven managed to sneak in behind and but he wasn't there at the right time to take that red, unfortunately.
We do have 25 seconds till this next quad. Demon's taken that red again. There will be a red just before quad, but they're not going to stay around and wait for that. You need to get there early, as we discussed before the map begins. You can see
that despite how much control of the map that Team Alpha took from that last quad, but the score has closed ever so slightly.
Demon did a really good job there, actually, and it was only Draven's skill that got him anywhere near quad. Good play from Issue with the shotguns there. We see its power yet again.
It makes such a difference to the momentum of a quad run as well, when you're not stood there needing 2 or 3 shots.
Doesn't wait for the red. Oh, almost went down to Demon's knock-up with the rocket. That was a good ambush attempt. Mega Health will be up, but he obviously doesn't have an idea. Yellow's going to be up as well, but he does seem to have the time on that as he moves in and takes it. Ambushes Hazard with his shotgun. Again, it's just showing how much TDM is about shotgun at the moment. Draven eventually whittles him down with the machine gun in the back and does pick up the rocket launch. He's going to attack the red armor here. Nobody watching that oncoming push, and he's actually quite a good attack in the end, taking away that 50 bubble of health, which in a way can act as a kind of mega health. It's so important in this area.
Yeah, but Team Alpha still retained control of that red, and I think they can hold it for the next pickup, and they're going to be in a much better position for this next quad.
We're now on Issue, our fellow level up shoutcaster. He's just around this red armor zone. He watches Keki get attacked. He does miss his rockets, just hitting tiny clip damage. But Ptolemy saves the day with his attacks. Brilliant rocket hit by him on Draven. And he takes the red armor. Gonna move towards quad now, surely. Just trying to save his ammo, it looked like, with the LG.
Yeah, he was being careful not to hit his teammate as well.
10 seconds till the quad. Ptolemy desperately wants it. He really needs some ammo, actually. Maybe another weapon to go with it. His teammates really aren't doing a very good job defending the doorway, but the push from Bloodface was just way too late there.
Yeah, as we saw in the previous quad where they came up the bounce pad after quad had spawned, and you really need to time attacks better than that.
Mega Health will be up, and it looks like Issue's going to wait for it. Gerpa goes down, point blank range, LG in his face. Look at that though, Ptolemy.
Great rockets.
Ran away from red, and suddenly Bloodface were in, and they've got control of it. Draven taking the red. It's got to go down as perhaps a mistake by the Alpha team to lose that red armor when they had a quad running around.
Yeah, but as we saw in one of Ptolemy's previous quad runs, he didn't do much on that one either. Might not be the best player to give quad to, from what we've seen so far.
Draven hitting 57% rail, gets the frag on Keki. Takes the red as his prize. They do have a bit of catching up to do as we've just crossed the halfway mark of the map. At the moment we'll be going to a third map, which Bloodface don't really want to do. They want to wrap it up here and start training for Fnatic straight away.
Still half of this map remaining though. We've already seen Team Alpha reverse deficit at the start of the map.
We have got 25 seconds to quad, and Bloodface have already moved in, and there's quite a long time before from red till quad, so I mean,
well, this is a good idea.
Could get it.
The whole reason they're losing is they haven't got the last 3 quads. They want to make sure they get it.
And actually, Team Alpha's attack, all from the same doorway, is a really flawed one. And they're definitely going to miss out on the quad now. It looks like nobody from Bloodface is particularly stacked for it. But that was excellent play there, Vor.
Yeah, getting a quad early just to make sure they get it.
Gerpa moving out. He has no armor here though. Red armor is up. He's probably been called back now to take it. I wouldn't expect a massive run of frags. They'll just consolidate their control of that red armor area. Oh, nice route. Will he take out Demon as well? No, he goes down. Demon had the upper hand.
Yeah, being on a staircase is not the best place to be when someone's LGing you.
Alpha going quite defensive now. Not wanting to throw away their lead. Of course, by being defensive sometimes with a lead, it does start to get whittled down. And
yeah, if you're going to be defensive, especially on this map, you better be sure that your team is in the right positions, because you don't want to let the team just take the reds and then you are unable to defend the Mega or
wow,
the other yellow.
They weren't being defensive, they're just waiting for the right armors and weapons to come up so they could push in, as we saw Keki in front of us. He just took the red and pretty much wasted it.
They seem to have taken that red so easily.
Now just mopping up the last of those defensive kills. As Draven rushes in, takes a hell of a lot of LG. Does have the shotgun though, the saviour of any player in TDM. Countered by Ptolemy's shotgun though, takes out 2 players from the Bloodface. We do have only 15 seconds till this next quad. And Bloodface again, just getting in position, not as early as last time, but early enough that they'll surely take it, and Alpha just in no way able to attack this area now. Keki not too effective on the shotguns there, goes down pretty easily. Hazard careful as he goes around the corner. Picks up the shaft to hand as well. He's really worried about getting ambushed. He goes in with the shaft, interestingly, rather than the rocket on that shot or the shotgun. Pays off. Ptolemy, look at the spawn, that's ridiculous. Spawning about 1 meter away from his death.
Look at the score. I mean, before this and the last quad, it was a 20+ frag game, and now it's packed to a 5 frag game. Bloodface are really coming back well here.
They look very well organised, they play close together, which is the trick in pretty much every map. In these key zones, Alpha's attacks haven't been that effective, although they come in here and do take it. This red area, Demon has just picked up the red armor. Now what he needs to do is make sure that armor lasts until another guy picks up red armor, so they can really consolidate their position. If he goes out and wastes it straight away, then they're weak to losing this area. We've got another 5 seconds till the red armor. It looks like Demon wants to double it up at this rate. Whoa, ridiculously aggressive push against Draven there. He actually lost the red armor, I don't believe that, to Hazard.
That's great by Hazard, just jumping in. No one was up there from Team Alpha and he just takes it easily.
I have no idea what Demon was doing. It's basically as it spawned he jumped off the spot.
They may have given up that red though, but cost Bloodface a lot of frags to do that.
And we've only got 10 seconds till quad, so we'll see who's in position for it. It's Bloodface again though, and this is going to be important. Look, 2 of Alpha players in the same doorway with pretty much nothing to attack the quad area with. Oh, but a very weak player in terms of health. Gerper takes the quad and goes down. Why did he pick it up?
Yeah, not the wisest thing, and fell prey to Demon's long-range machine gun.
This is the issue, we're 3/4 of the way through the map. We've only got a couple of power-ups left to really change it around, so neither team can get too far behind in their frags. Bloodface better be careful, really. Moving in though, Silence we're now on the point of view of. Takes out Ptolemy with that railgun, he picks up another one for the ammo. Ptolemy's going to get a revenge kill, no he isn't. And Silence manages to dodge some point blank range LG. Silence playing such a defensive hit and run game here. He's going to get surely caught out by Issue though.
Crucial rails though. It would have made such a difference if they could have taken Issue out then and him and Draven could have pushed in.
Silence, you see he goes down again there, so that's 2 deaths as a result of missing a couple of rails. That's all it took. Issue takes the red armor. He's only got 60 health though, so he doesn't want to be too rash. Armor, of course, only takes away a percentage of the damage. Not all the damage away from that. And Issue, what is he going to do? Is he going to wait for this last red? He is. And 10 seconds to go till quad. They better get on with it and get to the quad area instead of taking MG damage.
I don't know why he'd look to give away the LG when he's got this amount of armor. Surely he's going to be taking the quad.
This would work out perfect if he doesn't just take that. What is he what? Demon takes it. Well, that was bizarre. It's like Issue was stacking up for what?
And then he steals the health from him. This is bizarre.
Does Issue think he's picked up the quad or something? Why doesn't he pick up the 50 health as well? He's only got 60. Oh, and then just goes down.
Great rail.
That was really...
He wasn't even looking at him. It's an awesome flick shot.
That was just silly play from...
and yeah, if he'd have picked that 50 health up, he wouldn't have died to that rail.
Don't understand any of the moments that just happened there leading up to the quad and the taking of it, but bit of mix-up in communication perhaps, and Bloodface are now in on this red area. There's only one quad left, and it's a 9 frag gap. Now, Bloodface can easily make up 9 frags in 2 minutes.
They can, and they've got quite a good position here.
I think I'm more interested in what will be the counter strat of Alpha. We're just following Gerpa moving in with this 100 armor, moving through to the Mega, and it will be up soon. If he can get a time on it, that could be crucial, but no, he's going to back off and move to the quad area. It's 40 seconds away though. This is surely way too early to start going there. Oh, it looks like both teams are interested in sending a couple of players there to scout it out nice and early there. Draven and Gerpa. Gerpa literally
this
was
is the
going to
right
stay
move
there
because Alpha have to attack this quad. It's too risky to let Bloodface take it and hope they can avoid it for the last minute.
Gerpa has spent 40 seconds here, and we've not really seen anything impressive about Alpha's attack into this area. Although that's a good attack from Keki with the rock. It's almost last second saves it. Silence with armor. Now got the whole run of the map with a mega health as well. There is a red armor sitting on the deck, but it's been picked up. So now it's just hide for Team Alpha. But remember, there's still going to be like 30 odd seconds to go after this quad runs down as well. And there's only a 4 frag gap. Oh, nice LG from Demon. Saves the day there pretty much.
He's lucky that he didn't get a full shotgun though.
Ptolemy surely going to go down. Yeah, he does. And it's a 2 frag game. Oh, make that 3. God. Just 10 seconds to go. Another frag for Alpha. Just takes them that little bit further away.
That's great shotgun work by Demon. They took out 2 Bloodface players. There you go. 3rd map.
Wow, well who would have thought each team losing their own map choice. Bloodface take Grim Dungeons, and remember that frag difference will get them the pick on the 3rd map. Team Alpha take Dreadful Place, which was Bloodface's map picked, by 5 frags to the gap. Incredible.
Now I guess we have each team eliminate a map.
We will. I'm now just going to stop the online VOD.